Okay, it's not John Crump Live. I don't know why it was giving me a hard time about playing the intro. All right, I saw this on Sandbox News, Alex Holling, so hat tip to him. I'm gonna play a little bit of video. So I think first off, what we need to do is all right. Let me tell you what's going on. So Iran has a super carrier. Well, it isn't. It's a cargo ship made by Hyundai that's 25 years old that they put one elevator on, which is what you see here. The interesting thing about this video, I don't know why there's a cockpit on this plane because it's not a manned aircraft. And there seems to be two or three versions of this plane as far as scale and size go. So this is the fake stealth airplane that they claim to, show flying over Mount Ararat or whatever, and um, they showed it like the bubble canopy, and the pilot would have to sit with his knees under his chin. So it's dimensionally too small to actually be a manned aircraft, but they were saying they got a stealth airplane. And it looks like it's kind of based on a couple of US prototypes kind of merged together. They were showing it as a twin engine plane. Here it appears as a single engine plane. Iran also showed like an RC model flying around, claiming that was it in the air. Anyhow, so let's click play. You see people standing next to this thing, so it's just big enough, or just small enough, I should say, to raise up on the one elevator that they have. So, and safety harbor firearms. So if you watch Alex Holling's Sandbox News, the whole premise of his video was that one quick sync munition would take it out. So yeah. So if you look at this, all right. So I don't know what we're looking at here, and the scale of it. But I believe the crap you see on the wings right here and over here are servos to operate that tail surface. And I don't know why the big box around the box that's around the engine. But first off, model airplane turbine engines are incredibly inefficient. First off, turbine engines or turbofan engines or turboprop engines are very efficient at higher altitude, 20, 30,000 feet. They're unbelievably inefficient, and I'm talking large scale engines for, jets, military jets, commercial airliners, whatever. Even, that type of jet engine is incredibly inefficient. Leftovers from the Batman movie are incredibly inefficient at lower altitudes. Operation Praying Mantis 2. All right, Stifler Manufacturing. What's up? What's up? So we got Johnny Three Bars, Anti Misfit, Live Life. Let's see, who else do we got here? We got Dirtfoot Racing, so that's Walt under another name. All right, so all right, now all of a sudden we went to like a subscale model. So the 4-inch wide painted line is showing that it has about an 8-inch wheelbase. And the funny thing is, you'll see like the curvature of the ramp. The ramp. So this is the other thing that the Iranians fail to do. Americans have airstrips where they can do a cat launch off of and cat arresting um, on ground to test things. So they obviously copied some, I don't know which navy's ramp, which there's really no reason to have a ramp at the end of the ship, but they thought it would be a smart thing since they don't have a catapult. But you'll see virtually all of the aircraft, and I use that term with the most incredibly loosely terms, uh, are airborne before they get to the ramp. Some actually get airborne before the ramp and then hit the ramp. And you'll see they cut away. So, okay. So this is flying different angle, and then you'll see like third angle. And it's actually So this may have a 2 foot wingspan. So there's absolutely nothing useful you can do with that airplane. Oh, and my favorite quote as a pilot is "Friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture." And you see on the left here, that's a microlight of some kind. I mean, maybe when Chips did it in the 70s, it was okay, Ponch and John. But yeah, not for the military. No. First off, you have 0 day or night capability. Oh, I'm not sure what we're flying right now. Hold on. I think I need to insert this video right here. I think they're going to show you the Iranian version of Little Nelly. James Bond from I don't know when. I'm thinking, the grand whatever Poobah in Iran watched this episode of James Bond and decided we need that. So I believe now. Oh, and mind you, yes, there it is. It is the 2025 version of Little Nelly. So gyrocopters have a couple of problems. They take off at 50 knots, they hover at 50 knots, they cruise at 50 knots, they land at 50 knots. They're aircraft that go on and off a carrier are all weather capable. I'm stocking up on Nerf rockets. Right on, right on. So I mean, maybe if this is like the Iranian model airplane club, I get it. That could be something cool. All right. So the keen among you will realize there's a couple more things I got to beat up on gyrocopters, but um, the keen among you will notice that this is taken off backwards. The ramp in the front of the boat. Oh, I need to point that way. Anyhow, it's going off the butt end of the ship, and mind you, in none of these videos is the ship ever moving. Part of having an aircraft carrier. Oh, dude, dang old Matt. No, no, we can't talk about that. We can't talk. Maybe I think I'm. What is it Ron White says about the had the right to remain silent but not the ability? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna touch that third rail. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe some of those. My what I think this one guy built like 8 different airplanes in completely different, and I think he built them out of lead, each one. And this African in aviation enthusiast. He always wears like a suit and tie, so I think that makes him look a little more uh, um little. Anyhow, another one of these guys is building some stratospheric airplane, and he's gotten like $100,000 from the African government. Anyhow, okay. So there's another problem with gyrocopters. Other than gyrocopters taking off at 50 knots, cruising at 50 knots, and landing at 50 knots, um, you can do something on a gyrocopter, which I guess the Iranians haven't figured out yet. It's called pre-rotation. So there's no tail rotor on a gyrocopter. The main rotor, while the aircraft is airborne, is unpowered. It's basically drag on it from its forward velocity is what gives the rotation of the blade. Now, if you're sitting stable in a gyrocopter, you can have an electric motor or some gear train setup spin up the rotor, and you keep the pitch low, like you have an adjustable pitch blade, which I believe they do. I believe there's some sort of cyclic on a gyrocopter. You have it where the blades aren't biting air. You rotate up to a certain RPM. You disengage the pre whatever takeoff motor, and then hit the throttle in the pitch, and the thing can lift almost vertical. So it is possible to do a near vertical takeoff with a gyrocopter. But apparently they didn't get that memo. So now, okay, one other thing we're going to notice here is we do never. Oh, this is one of my favorite. They cut away too quick. All right, hold on. We're going to see. Now, apparently. All right, hold on. Whoop. This is a 3-engine. Is somebody calling me? Crumpy's calling me. This is a 3-engine. Please text me, Crump. This is a 3-engine drone. Now, this is a drone that they use. They've got a hook on it. I don't know if they know what to do with the hook, but they have a hook on it. They have a micro turbine under each wing. Now, I don't know if the Brainiacs figured out that a micro turbine gives you extra thrust. That's probably something you would use some sort of catapult, some sort of rocket, but they are using 2 micro turbines. So now you're taking a drone that's seasoned and well vetted and used, and adding 2 more engines that are unbelievably, incredibly inefficient. I mean, you would be better off just throwing that thing. Like if they had a bobsled run, so it would get like a gravity. Anyhow, a trebuchet, something. There would be many other better ways to getting this airborne. So first off, microturbines run on Jet A diesel, whatever, kerosene. Whereas I believe it's a 4-cylinder engine is air-cooled, and that's going to be running on gasoline, as far as I know. Unless it runs on diesel, which I could be wrong. They got it on Temu. Oh, ooh, baby. And Johnny 3-Bar, he's like, if you're going to pee on the electric fence, we ain't going to stop you. All right, so they have now taken this drone that had, seasoned, proven, battle-proven drone, added 2 microturbine engines, so they have now dramatically decreased the range of this drone. So, again, not entirely useful, and of course, here's the shot showing the ship is not moving. So, where we cycled back, and you see this black canopied supposed stealth aircraft coming up again, same clip. And now we go to this subscale. So it seems like there's 3 different size versions of this, and we'll see that in a little bit. And we're seeing it run down, and they can't maintain center line of the runway. And the multiple shots again. Now, we don't see any of these things ever land or get recovered. I don't know if you noticed, it seemed like the nose wheel was airborne, and then it hit the ramp again and kept going. Oh, and there is, if you look on the left, right over here, we got some sort of, missile defense launcher tubes. And we can clearly see that's turbine powered, and the gear don't retract. Now, oh, okay, we're seeing little Nelly again. We're looping back. Now little Nelly is taking off. And I think they showed this clip right here where it barely gets past the fence. So he's not going to ski jump it. Anyhow, the implementation of a ski jump on the end here doesn't do anything. Period. So look, he barely. I wonder. Look at that. He barely misses the landing gear, catching the landing gear and ending up in the tree. Now, you can see all the instrumentation that he has because that's a day-night capable. I don't think he has a GPS in there. So, and of course, the ship is not moving, and we will not see this thing actually come to a landing. So we see it coming, still going too fast. Oh, same shot again. We loop, and nope. Oh, we're back to lawn furniture. Yeah, friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture. Oh yeah, and I don't know what we're flying right now, but okay, it's the I guess a quadcopter flying behind the lawn furniture. And I don't know where that took off or whatever. Oh, and we have a all right, that's lawn furniture. Yeah, we're still and does he land? We can't tell. We see zero. Oh, and a para motor glider, whatever, parasail, motor, para. Yeah. If you're wondering if there was one step worse than friends letting friends fly lawn furniture, yeah, that's it. That's it. And does he take off? Yeah, he's airborne before like the first third of the ramp. Okay, here's my favorite one. So they have the ability to launch and recover other boats. Now they're not moving because we haven't seen the ship move at all. But if you were going to launch and recover boats, would you have hard points on the boat that would hold the entire weight of the ship that or ship boat you're launching? That's kind of a problem because you have to like snare it in the that nylon strap, the loop, and then lift it up, as opposed to like hooking into a couple of cleats that have the strength to lift the entire boat. So, what's the guy that talks crap about people's tools? I mean, it's like give you 10 points for ingenuity, and I'm gonna subtract 10 for stupid implementation. Yeah, that's just not gonna fly. And here we see it again. Yeah, so there's a strap around the front and rear. So uh, good luck recovering and launching that because that's not how you do those things. I mean, now the US with amphibious boats or amphibious landing craft, you have a pool deck in the back and the ship's just whatever PT boats come right up the back and they're in. And I guess they didn't get that memo either. So, yeah, that's gonna. Oh, okay. So this is great. Um, I'm pretty sure this is 100% photoshopped. So if these aircraft look like these aircraft, but these aircraft are 50% bigger and will not go up and down on the only elevator on the ship that has to be 100% working 100% of the time. Now, this will go up and down on the elevator. Mm, I'm not sure what these are. I think they just scaled them down. Now, also, if you look at the shadows, this is an exact copy of. Wait, no, that one. This one in the first and the third helicopter here are exact copies. This one, the rotor blade is in a slightly different place. These three are copied and pasted, but they don't have a shadow. There's no shadow here. Um, these three were copy and pasted from somewhere. They would never be able to go on or off this boat. And mind you, the stealth aircraft that we've seen, they the landing gear were twice as wide as the yellow line. And so we don't see any of those toy aircraft here. So we may have seen some of these guys go up and down on the elevator, but we haven't seen them operate on or off the boat. Now, mind you, this was a container cargo ship built by Hyundai like 20, 25 years ago. Um, I'm going to give them a lot of credit because I think this can travel 20,000 nautical miles. Cargo container ships are designed to, move long distances. So, okay. Let's see. Oh, all right. Now, you can see that these airplanes have lines. I don't know if it's Home Depot or Harbor Freight cargo straps holding them down, but you probably wouldn't haul three aircraft like this on the runway center line because then you can't operate. And we have not seen any arresting cables for landing. We have not seen a landing arresting cable system. We have not seen one drone land and come to a stop. We have not seen one paraglider. We have not seen one stupid powered parachute, kite, whatever, little Nelly, anything. So, okay. And I think we got another picture. All right, so here again, there. So we have not seen. Maybe we've seen these airplanes go up and down on the elevator. I must use GIMP USA's didn't give him enough budget for Photoshop. Damn, Johnny Three Bar. Uh, Air Akbar. Oh man, you guys are funny. They get the best technology ideas from Spaceballs. They have a boat tractor beam. Dude, VK, what's up? What's up? All right, so I think we're coming to the end here. I think we got one more photo. Yeah, again, why would you park? Okay, so actually here's a gust lock, and these look like, servos or hinges. And I don't know if that's a drone just flying around over there in the top right. And I think that's it. So, all right, I showed little Nelly. So you can look this up on Wikipedia, and I guess when I'm done, I'll drop this information. So the Shadid, whatever, was a container ship built by Hyundai in South Korea. Uh, it's been owned by Iran and named a couple of different names, and they just put this thing together. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, so we have two little drones on the elevator, a bigger drone that would work on the elevator, and then we have these fictitiously. Oh! Look, we got little Nelly over here. Can I zoom? Or that was zoomed. So now this would be a pretty reasonable helicopter landing type ship, and it looks like they got it. So, again, you don't want to store helicopters on the center line of the runway or any other aircraft because you want that runway to be active. Are these. All right. These all look physically real, although the helicopters on the right here, because like that's the same helicopter as that, and these look way too small compared to that one. But whatever. I don't know if this is like the big rah rah for and oh, they do have a back deck. So here they show a Russian Hind helicopter. And all right, so now we are doing the same thing. We have the USS Lewis B. Puller, and it was a cargo ship, and we're using it as like at what are they calling it? ESB 3, and whatever expeditionary mobile base. So it's designed to be basically a deck. It's the size of a football field, and beneath it, it has a bunch of storage for different types of things. They are actually launching drones the right way. You should launch drones. Do I have anything on this tab here? And actually, I got some Osprey footage here. So, I mean, I don't know if we're underway. I'm trying to look if we're underway or not. But you can see no ski jump or anything like that. They realize this is like VTOL type stuff, and they're recovering the drones with like a hook and a wire type thing set up. I forget what drone that is. Oh yeah, they're underway. Believe it or not. Look, the U.S. not a new concept. Should I bring the volume down on that? Where's my volume? I'll bring it down. So yeah, they got Ospreys going on and off. I don't think he's taken off because he's got connections there. All right, now it looks like they're getting ready. Oh my gosh, a real aircraft taking off from a converted cargo ship. Hmm. Looky, looky, that ish actually works. Oh my gosh. The converted cargo ship is moving slow, and we can see this Osprey rotate in. Look at that. And land. Hmm. Looky, looky. Wow, that ish works. What are we doing here? Can I scroll faster? Oh, is he taking off again? Did I miss the takeoff? Dang. So yeah, the stuff's been done. Let's see. Boop. Ooh. We can land an Apache. Hold on. So, Johnny Three Bar, Iran doesn't have any support vessels. So, yes, with the United States, there's a carrier group, and that's like a dozen ships and at least one submarine. So, yeah. Good luck, Iran. Uh-oh. It's doggy pill time. It's 9 p.m. Ooh, we got Blackhawks. Or some variant thereof. Look, they're taking off. And the ship is moving. Ooh, we got an Apache. It's like, get off the boat! Get off the boat! Oh my gosh, they're taking off and landing. Who knew? And what do we got here? Oh, this is just kind of a flyby of the USS Polar. Little short segment there. So, yep. I I don't know if is this like the Iranian version of pump and dump that you pimp, you're so strong, you're so badass, and I don't know who believes it. Alex Hollings, what definitely take a look at Alex Hollings' Sandbox News because his premise of his video is that a quick sink munition would take out that aircraft that could be dropped by a B-2. And in fact, a fully loaded B-2 with quick sinks could take out every large Iranian ship and have rounds left over. And that's one B2. So uh, that's the Scooby Doo. I just wanted to do a little bit more in depth aeronautical analysis of the aircraft going on and off the Iranian. This isn't the Iranian boat. Dude, where is my Iranian boat? Whoop. Um, yeah, the I mean, look at that. There we where do we see the 2 foot wingspan micro turbine, not stealth, but stealth looking, um, stealth inspired, and of course, little Nelly again, take it off backwards because it's hard avoiding the fence and the ramp. And see, that's airborne just a third of the way up the ramp. You see, there's no arresting wire. So he's taking off with a hook, and they're not moving. Okay, so now we have not. So they did that quick cut. They show you the medium-sized, not stealth airplane with people coming up on the elevator, and then they cut to the 2 foot wingspan one. Also, model airplane wise, that's got to be tough AF to fly that thing. They must have a gyro stabilization. And again, little Nelly taking off backwards. Little Nelly taking off forwards, avoiding the ramp and just missing the fence. So yeah, the I don't know how long the angled deck is. I mean, that's 1,000 foot ship. It's decent enough size, but notice in none of these videos have we seen an aircraft actually come to a stop, and we do not see any arresting wires, even though there's a hook on the back of the one drone, and of course those uh, stealth 2 foot stealth inspired, not stealth, turbine powered RC airplanes you never see coming in for a landing. And yes, we're in the friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture, and we don't even see these things stopping. I mean, do they go up and not the powered parachute? Yeah. Yeah, that guy I'm worried about. That guy scares me. I mean, who see it's not even a third of the way up, and that's already airborne. And we're back to the boat. Um, yeah, that would be, and of course my favorite, the Photoshop copy and paste. But yes, it's Haji Lobby. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, guys, I just wanted to and I don't know how many stealth airplanes have, you know, that much stuff hanging off them. I mean, that's hooks to lift it. We got a gust lock here. We've got, I don't know how much. Yeah, there's, and you see more servo type mechanisms, push rods for the control surface. Um, not that I'm offering my services to him because I'm a patriot, but oh boy, throw a little money at me, I could make it better. I could do it better. And Johnny Three Bar, you definitely have like the comment of the night. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for joining me and just discussing the Iranian threat of their supercarrier. Have a good evening.